Chronologically, I'm a senior citizen. To give you a little more comfort, passionately, I'm a millennial. And to give you a surprise, practically, I'm a child. The reason I'm a child is because I love discovering new things. I enjoy exploring new things. Then I put my own dots. Then I make a picture out of that dot. If I don't like the picture, I make another few dots, still discovering. People ask you, what is your problem? I said, I'm a stupid person. And what makes me stupid is I'm a perennial learner. I worked for 35 years from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And the stupid payments are done all in dollars. And the dollar doesn't stand in one place. The goalpost keeps moving, so it becomes more and more expensive, okay? But I can promise you, every investment I've made, I've got the return on it. I want to talk to you about not the why. Just read the book by Mrs. Simon Sinek. It's good enough for you. Promise you won't understand it either. Neither did I. Not in the first reading. So when I was a student doing my business, I'm an IBA graduate, so and I tell people I'm only 38 years old because it's been that long since I graduated. Before you graduate, you don't know what happens with you. You really don't know what hits you. You're so naive at that stage. You're so clustered by your professors and teachers. You literally they won't even let you look outside the auditorium right now. Okay, so they're more relaxed than ours were. I look at Pakistan very differently. I'm an optimist by nature. I think positive. And I dream. 1987, I went to the US for the first time, and I went to a place called the Epcot Center, which is near in Florida. And I walked into a GM pavilion, General Motors pavilion. I saw a little plaque outside that said, if you can dream it, you can do it. And I promise you, I've done it more than 3 times in my life, in my professional career. And I still dream about something for Pakistan. When we were young, honestly speaking, we didn't know where our future was for 2 reasons. We were told to study, study, grade, grade, study, study, grade, grade, and let me shock you. If you take my metric certificate, it says 520 plus 2 because I flunked in Urdu. You don't blame a little boy having flunked in Urdu, do you, with 6 distinctions in other subjects, science, right? Not bad, huh? Why do you think I got a plus 2? Why do you think I got 31? Because I was schooled in East Pakistan, which is now Bangladesh, so I had to read Bengali. And the only share I remember so far in my entire life since then, but now I've got a lot, thanks to Mehdi and all of the singers, is Faqirana hai, sada kar chale, miya khush raho, hum dua kar chale. I didn't even know how to write the goddamn tashri of it. And by all means, it came in a metric paper. Guess what I did? I wrote the answer in English. I had to flail. Your life is very different. We were dictated by either you're an engineer or a doctor. 2 choices. Guess what I did? No, I didn't have a choice because I didn't pass my intermediate with 70% marks to get admission. You should know now. Yeah, it was it. So I ended up doing BSc. Okay, great. I did BSc. Then what next? So MSc. I said, what happens when you do an MSc? Oh, you get a clerical job somewhere. You'll probably become a teacher somewhere. Okay, fine. That's nice. So I said, how about playing cricket? He said, that you should have done when you were doing metric. So yeah, that boat missed. Yeah. So we had very few choices. The successful kids were, in our age, engineers and doctors. 60, 70% grade and up and so on and so forth. Now I believe it's about 80 plus, right? Wait till it is 100 only. So we went this way. My brother was at the IBA. He got the handle of what it was. So he said, you come over and do it here. It'll be a flurry for you. So I finally ended up doing MBA. But the problem with us was we had so few opportunities that we didn't know what to do. We were not. We had to depend on advice from people who had probably seen a little more world than we have seen. Your generation has the biggest advantage. You see a lot more, a lot more, and I don't mean all those things that you see by hiding a smartphone. Is anybody's parents here? Okay, good. You're in safe zone. And it's on your feet, in your fingertips. We couldn't get a phone line in 3 years. You can buy a phone and switch your phone tomorrow morning. You can hook onto a network like this. Nobody told me what the Wi-Fi connection was here. I could. Your choices are different. And the world has become so abundant now with opportunities that no single individual, not a community, not a city, not a town, not a country, not a group of countries, even getting together can actually take advantage of the entire opportunity base available in the world. That's how big your finding why problem is now. That's why I said read the book. Because your why, your problem now, your challenge now is to sift, S-I-F-T. That's your problem now. You got to figure out which one to pick, but the choices you have are so many, you can pick the one you enjoy the most. We couldn't. You control your future. You control your destiny. You control what you want to do. We were not that easy. However, we were told as children, and I think we told our children as well, you are the future of Pakistan. Really? What does that mean? You are the future of Pakistan. Okay, what does that mean? You are the future of Pakistan. Okay, great, thank you. Hey, hold on a second. If I'm the future of Pakistan, how come you decide my destiny? If I'm the future of Pakistan, how come you decide which way I'm going? Today, you decide your future. You decide your destiny. You decide this country's destiny. That's the control you have. We didn't, unfortunately. And I'm one of the most blunt people on the planet here today in this country, and there are a few others also in my league, by the way, who would say it's my generation and possibly my next generation that ruined this country. I work with startups, I work with young millennials like you for the last 2.5, 3 years. And I promise you, I speak from my heart. This country is not collapsing. You guys have done such wonderful jobs, and I have gone into, and I'll talk a little more about this in a while, almost at the end, even if I run out of my time, because it's important. You have one of the most brilliant minds in the world. Nobody talks about it. We have one of the most talented people in the world despite the input being fused. But what you deliver out of that, despite being taken as a mediocre institution, how many universities of Pakistan come in the top 100? 0. Top 500, 1 or 2 slips in. But your performance, your generation in particular, and probably one generation before you, will probably be in the 27, 30 age bracket. Outstanding delivery. So I'm very proud to be here invited today by a young audience. So thank you very much to those who organized, and thank you to the institution as well. So I want to take you forward. One other thing that you should know is you will not do it with technical skills. I'm going to help you find your why now. What happens is, we don't teach this subject in any school, college, or university. Yeah, there's a chapter called ethics in business schools. Normally, if you talk about integrity in Pakistan today, they'll say he's financially corrupt, so his integrity is poor. That's not integrity. It's much deeper. I can run a one-day course on this, and I have. Integrity is telling somebody I'll be there at 10 a.m. and being there 1 second after 10 a.m. is a breach of integrity. If you break the red light, you're breaching integrity. If you drive on the wrong side, you're breaching integrity. If you talk rudely to your seniors, to your elders, you're breaching integrity. What is integrity about? It's about character. Not my character. Not your teacher's character. Not your parents' character. Your character. Do you build your character in a way that people respect you? Remember, you can't buy respect. How many rich people in this country do you respect? You earn respect. Respect is earned through character. That's the first why you need to find out. If you don't have character, in the longer run, you lose. You'll be rich. You'll be filthy rich. You'll travel the world in your own private 747 or Airbus 380. But when you fly that plane, they say, look at that, go. Is that respect? No. First, integrity. What are these Q, Q, and Q? By the way, I'm abbreviated FQ. That's not here. Children, your age, not my age. What's EQ? Which should be higher? IQ, right? Is that what your professor told you in school? College? Here? बैठे हैं सामने कोई नहीं बताएगा अब ठीक है, it's okay. EQ is 4 times more important than IQ. So emotional intelligence, I don't know why they put a Q behind instead of saying EI, but emotional intelligence is 4 times more important. Why? Because of all the things the previous speaker said, and all the things I mentioned to you about people, communication, and leadership. What's AQ? What's AQ? Not the drama that came in Hum TV I saw last 10 years ago, I think. This is not Abdul Qadir, by the way. This is adaptability quotient. Now, somebody said in the beginning that we lost our control of scientific innovation from the Muslim world. We lost 3 things. That's why we lost, my personal opinion. We lost our integrity. We lost our EQ. Nothing teaches you better EQ than the Quran itself and the Hadith, the life of the Prophet. Nothing. Nothing on the planet can teach you that better than that. Not Daniel Goleman, not Travis Brett. These are books authors like that. Why do we have to go look beyond that? What's AQ? Adaptability. How quickly do you adapt? This is a very vastly, rapidly, high-velocity changing world. If you don't adapt to the world, you will fail. Which brings me to the last point. Good if you fail. तुम fail हो गए हो. What, you failed in the metric exam? You've left us worthless. We can't even walk on the street. Everybody says the parent of the failed student is coming here. Fail. I encourage you to fail more. Why? Why? Why am I encouraging you to fail more? How many of you in school heard this one? चढ़ गिरते हैं शह सवार मैदान जंग में. Thank you very much. You failed. But चढ़ाएगा तो गिरेगा ना. Right? So I'm a prophecy of चढ़ते हैं शह सवार मैदान जंग में. गिरते हैं फिर चढ़ते हैं मैदान जंग में. Are you with me? फिर गिरते हैं फिर चढ़ते हैं मैदान जंग में. If you go on failure and fail and go back and say, I didn't fail. No, you have to come back up. You have to come back up. Is there any record of that doesn't say in the Islamic history that everyone who succeeded did this? And now they are saying to us, this is part of design thinking, by the way, prototyping is the subject. Fail often, fail early, and fail fast. So when Stephen Covey wrote his book on the 8th habit, I sent him an email. This is in nearly new days. I read the book, 7th habit, 8th habit. Begin with the end in mind. How many times has Allah said in the Quran? Think you have end in the mind. Hey, so I wrote him, go and check in the Bible. I am so confident about this, having worked with some of you guys over the last 2.5 years, about 100 or 200 people. I am so confident I will tell the whole world. My generation messed it up. I have hope this country is not going blank. You guys have to pull it off. And the only thing that you have to do that is innovate. That's what your professor referred to. We stopped innovating because we lost that root cause. Keep innovating. Think innovating. Now, when you think innovation, think big. Don't think of Islamabad. Don't think of Pakistan. Think the world. The opportunities in the world. It's an open village for you. Go get it. Who's stopping you? Who's stopping you sitting on the internet and freelancing in the world? Nobody. So go innovate. If you don't innovate, you'll get run over. Why? Because innovation is the future. And Clayton Christensen, the guru of innovation, who happens to be a professor emeritus at Harvard University, and now I have said this applies to Pakistan right now. He says, learn the new. Maybe 6 months down the road, you've got to unlearn what you learned 6 months ago. This cycle is your life. This is your why. Should have been our why as well. Why? You learn, but doesn't mean you throw it away. You keep it there, but don't stick to it. Learn something new. The relearn is something new. Unlearn doesn't mean throw it away. Keep it there. You might need it. Nobody throws history away. So, how do I see Pakistan? Honestly speaking, this is coming from my heart. You own your future. You control your future. You control your destiny. So, unlike us, you are the future of Pakistan. Trust me. You own this country. You own the future of this country. You own the decisions that you will make for yourself and for Pakistan. It's not my destiny I'm done with. It's not the destiny of my generation that they're done with. It's yours. It literally, practically, believe me, the future literally belongs to your generation. I have a huge amount of hope and faith that you make it fly.